Next, we want to take a look at how we add and subtract integers. And really the main thing that we need to pay attention to here is what happens with our negative signs, making sure we're keeping track of those, where they cancel out with another negative sign, so that we don't make small arithmetic mistakes along the way, which is unfortunately a very easy thing to do. In example 8, we have two relatively simple problems, but again, we want to pay close attention to what happens with the negatives and how those factor into these arithmetic steps. In part A, we have 5 plus negative 3. We can rewrite that instead of as plus negative 3 as simply minus 3. Those two expressions mean exactly the same thing. So all we're doing is taking 5 and subtracting 3, which would give us 2 as an answer. In part B, we have 5 minus a negative 3. In this case, we have that repeated negative minus a negative 3. Those two negatives cancel each other out, which actually makes this problem 5 plus 3, which would give us 8. In example 9, we have two somewhat similar looking problems, but now that second number in each case is being raised to the second power, so it's being squared. The first thing we need to do is work on evaluating that number being squared. Negative 4 squared literally means negative 4 times negative 4. Anytime we have a negative times a negative, it's the same as subtracting a negative number. Those two negatives cancel each other out. So we'll end up with 3 plus positive 4 times positive 4, or 16. Adding those two numbers then would give us 19. In part B, what's different is now we're subtracting those two values. So we would still have 3, but then minus 4 times 4, or negative 4 times negative 4, which ends up being positive 16. So we get 3 minus 16, which will equal negative 13.